Greetings friends, welcome back to the channel. I am here today with my beautiful baby Ashton Laurel. And Ashton is the Laura sculpt by Bonnie Brown. She is one of the two Lauras that I have in my collection. In my last video I featured Ashton's twin sister Alina. And yeah, I am so in love with the Laura sculpt, you guys. And this gorgeous little creature was brought to life by prototype artist Ashton Bryant of Claire's Cuties Reborn Nursery. I love when the sprinklers come on the golf course. It just looks so pretty. The canna lilies are coming up. They are the taller green plants behind the pink flowers there. So those will come up a bit taller with red blooms. There's the beach grass, the hostas. Got some black-eyed Susans there that have yet to bloom. They usually bloom late summer. And we've got a knockout rose bush, a little one that my grandsons gave me that I planted, my husband planted. And the smaller bushes beside the hedge are forsythias. So yeah, that is the view of the golf course this morning. So as I said, I'm sitting here, I'm having my tea. I wanted to bring Ashton on for you guys because, whoops, it's a bit breezy, but it's like a beautiful warm breeze today. Beautiful warm breeze. Yeah, so here is Ashton Laurel, and she is just a little dream baby. She is just as special to me now, guys, as she was the day I first fell in love with her at the Dolls of the World show at Ashton Bryant's booth. She is such an exquisite and stunning baby girl, and so realistic. I am so thrilled to have one of Ashton Bryant's babies in my collection. This little set is from Marshall's. The top has beautiful big flutter sleeved shoulders, and it's rib knit cotton, has a white background, little ruffles up the center with 2 brown buttons, and a butterfly print stamped on the top that you can't really see. It's in a light sage green, but I think that's what makes it so beautiful, part of what makes it so beautiful. And then it came along with these matching sage green colored bloomers in like a muslin material with a ruffled waist. So simple, and I feel like just precious. And she has her little feet bare. She's snuggling with her bunny Levy. She and her twin sister Alina both have matching levies, and she just loves, Ashton just loves being outdoors with me. She sleeps so well out here, you guys. So I wanted to update on some of the dolls that I had for sale. 2 of them have sold. I still have 3 available. I recently added Eloise to the mix. She is the Eloise sculpt by Maisa Saeed. I will insert a photo here for you of that baby. She was reborn by Holly Cook, and her nursery name escapes me, but she's extremely popular on reborns.com. I'll put it across the screen here, guys. Her work is phenomenal. The details on Holly Cook's babies are just spectacular. And I would love to keep Eloise because she's just beautiful, but I'm trying to pare down my collection to just a small handful. No more than 5 or 6 dolls, because that seems to be the sweet spot for me, guys. Anything more than that, I tend to feel just overwhelmed with too many, and they just sit there, and when I get overwhelmed, it's almost like I don't want to do anything with them. It's like I just turn away. I avoid it altogether. Definitely be part of my anxiety disorder, but when I feel overwhelmed by anything, I just tend to just shut down with it. So I feel like that happens to me from time to time with the hobby. I start to feel overwhelmed by like too many dolls or too many clothes, or that the nursery needs to be tended to, and I've got a busy schedule and I can't get to it, so I just shut down. In an attempt to remedy that situation, I am going to aim to keep my collection of babies small. But anyway, this one is just she is so amazing. I love Ashton so much. But I did want to quickly mention in this video, I thought I would do a mini public service announcement, because I know that some of you guys out there are also trying to sell off some of your collection, or you tend to do so from time to time. And I know that as sellers, we try to be the most cooperative and kind sellers that we can be, and really assist our potential buyers, because we want to have a smooth transaction. However, lately I've noticed that some people out there have become master craftsmen when it comes to being really, really good, bad potential buyers. Really, really good bad ones. And if you want to be a really good potential bad doll buyer, I have some tips for you. So the first thing you want to do to be a bad potential doll buyer is to attempt to purchase a doll that costs $300 with having only $30 in your doll buying budget. Noting this discrepancy in cost versus your budget, you definitely want to message the seller and ask if they would consider dropping the price to 10 times lower than what they are asking. You definitely want to do that, and there's no need to be apologetic about that, guys, because it is what it is. $30 should be a reasonable offer on a $300 doll. Another tip to being a super great, really awful potential doll buyer is to message the seller asking for more photographs from different angles, safety pics, etc., which is actually not a bad idea at all. But then, once the seller has complied with your requests, just ghost them. Don't say thank you, because if you want to be a really good bad buyer, remember, manners don't count. You don't need to say thank you, I'll get back to you, I appreciate your time, or anything along those lines. Basically just receive what you've requested and take off, disappear. Bye-bye, sayonara. The next tip is one that I find especially special, so make sure to pay close attention. When you see the baby that is your, quote, dream baby, unquote, the one you have been, quote, looking for forever, unquote, definitely message the seller and let her know this, and let her know that you are ready to buy this baby just as soon as your PayPal account clears, which would be in about a week. And ask if they wouldn't mind putting the baby on reserve for you without offering a deposit. Now, be sure to follow this up about 2 or 3 days later with telling the seller that your money has cleared. Yay, you can finally purchase the doll that you've wanted forever. Be sure you do that, and be sure you get a kind and excited response from the seller before you once again just vanish into thin air with no explanation, no thank yous, nothing. I would have to say the most important aspect to being a really good, excellent in fact, bad buyer is to waste the seller's time, because their time means nothing. It's your time that matters most. Remember that. So, some key takeaways. Manners, forget them. Politeness, completely unnecessary. In fact, the ruder you can be, probably the better for you. And most of all, remember, guys, that anyone who dares try to sell their doll for a reasonable fraction of what they paid for the doll is surely asking for trouble. And that's where you come in. All right, friends, am I being tongue-in-cheek here? Yes. However, pretty much every scenario that I just described to you is what I have experienced over the past month to 6 weeks with not all, thank goodness. The couple of dolls that I've sold were very smooth, very kind, and good business transactions. But the rest, oh my gosh. So fair warning, if you plan to sell or try to sell your babies either on eBay or reborns.com, just be prepared to have any and all of those circumstances that I mentioned happen to you. And take it with a grain of salt. It comes with the territory. But all kidding aside, guys, what happened to the art of common courtesy? Like, I have never, ever been rude to anyone when I've inquired about purchasing a doll on the secondhand market, or even not even on the seconds. Like, when I bought dolls off Reborns directly from artists, like, I've always maintained a respectful communication. I've always been thankful for their time. I've expressed that. I just don't get these people who they want to talk to you and they want to get questions answered and they want extra photos, and then they're just like, bye-bye, without even saying goodbye. Like, if you've changed your mind or had a change of circumstance, I understand that, it happens. But be courteous enough, be human enough to get back to that seller whose time you basically, in effect, wasted. So yeah, guys, it has been a trip, I'll tell you that. Anyhow, guys, doll buying exploits aside, everything has been cool. I am anxiously awaiting our trip to North Carolina, and I plan to film from the Dolls of the World Expo. I was originally thinking perhaps of doing a live, but I've changed my mind, guys. I think it's just going to be more trouble than it's worth, and more than that, I really want to be totally present in the moment and not just trying to be behind my phone camera the whole time, even though I absolutely will make a video, at least one, for you guys, one if not two, highlighting my time there, showing you the dolls that were on the showroom floor and the people that I met and all that good stuff, pretty much like I did last year. So that's the plan. Alrighty, guys, yeah, I've been all over this patio, as you can tell, just trying to get Ashton in the best light. And gosh, guys, it is gorgeous. I'm going to go indoors now, get myself ready to take a nice long walk, and then get to work. So I hope that you have enjoyed seeing Ashton. Let's see, you can see her little toesies. Yeah, put the blanket down a bit. There she is. She is just my little angel pie. Look at her hair, guys. Look at that hair on her. I love the color and everything. The way Ashton roots is amazing too. Hopefully you enjoyed being outdoors with us this morning and listening to the birds and looking at this little beauty here. All right, guys, we'll see you real soon. Love you, and as always, stay close, stay safe, and stay healthy. See you next time.